Hello, fellow bookkeepers and accountants. My name is Lane Meekum, and I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of startup bookkeepers over the last little while on some projects that I've been working with. And one of the things that they have a hard time with, and I think many accountants and bookkeepers have a hard time with, is communicating the value that we're selling to our clients and also personalizing that information, giving them the analytical, just really communicating and personalizing the information that we're sending to our clients. One of the things that I've worked up, this is an Excel-based workbook. It's super easy to work with. All you do is punch in a few numbers and it kicks this report out. And so let's dive right into it really quick. You can see we have our logo here, we have our information here, and this is a financial summary packet that we send to the client. It just says, hey, we've finished your monthly services. We're sending you this financial summary packet. And we also have your financial statements attached separately, so be looking for those. And we want to thank you for being a loyal client. Here's our contact information if you have any questions. So that's the gist of the cover letter. And then it goes right into the financial summary workbook that we provide to them. And it's just, what are your year-to-date revenues, and how does that compare to the previous year, and what were your revenues last month, and how does that compare to the same month last year, and what were they for the last 12 months. And you can see here, the best part about this report is if you had to look at anything that would tell you what's happening with your revenues, you look at that chart, it's immediately clear what's happening with revenues. You have a strong increasing trend, and that's good news. That's great news. But the important thing is that it's clear and it's easy to understand for the client, and it's easy for us. It's easy for us to talk to them about that because the chart itself communicates all the information that you need. Cost of goods sold, same thing. What did it look like? What's it look like year to date? What did it look like last year? What did it look like last month? And what about the same month in the previous year? And of course for the last 12 months. So we're looking at the gross profit percentage for the last 12 months. We see a slight declining trend. That's communicating information. That is saying, you know what? Our gross profit is shrinking even though our revenues are. So our cost of goods sold is growing faster than our revenues are. That's actionable information. That's something our client can take and use. Either they need to increase their own prices or they need to work on their purchasing to decrease those cost of goods sold. So that's actionable information for our clients, and that's what they want. That's the value. Operating expenses, again, we're looking at it year to date. How does that compare to last year, etc.? And then operating expenses as a percentage of revenues. You can see we have a slight increasing trend when we put those operating expenses as a percentage of revenues. That's eating into our profit. Our operating expenses are increasing faster than our revenues are. And there might be good reasons for that in a startup company, high growth. There could be some things there that just the timing of it. But we have information that we can look into. That's generating the questions. Why is it doing that? And then we can answer those questions, and that's the actionable information that our clients want from us. So it's communicating a lot of information. We can see the profitability. Even though our revenues were strong, the profitability is declining, and that's for the reasons that we talked about above. So, and the most important thing is we can just look at that. Okay, we see profit and we see the chart. What's happening with profit? Those two things right there, you just immediately, it's clear what's happening with profit. Something's eating away at it, and it's the cost of goods sold and it's the operating expenses. They're increasing too fast for our revenue. So I love this. I think it communicates just a ton of information. We're giving this away for free to anybody who wants it. If you're a small business owner, if you're a bookkeeper, if you're an accountant, whatever, go and pick it up. It's on our website, www.ledgeredutah.com. Click on the menu and then click on Bookkeeper Resources. We're going to be adding a lot to Bookkeeper Resources in the near future, so we want to get your feedback. This will cost you an email address. We'll be sending you some materials, just some emails on things that you want to know about as a bookkeeper or as an accountant. And as we roll out some of these tools that we're going to be rolling out, we want to keep in contact with you to get your feedback and see if it's helpful, and to keep producing these tools so that they can be helpful. Anyways, I've talked enough. We'll be talking to you in the future. We hope that this benefits you and your client, and we look forward to hearing your feedback.